術式順天青
Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome to Maximum Output Training. Welcome to week 2 of Dynamic Effort Day. And obviously today we are doing Dynamic Effort Lower. It is week 2 of this training cycle, and this training cycle is revolved around front squats, no pause, straight weight. And I actually had to redo my percentage-based numbers because last Monday on Max Effort Lower, I hit a nice fat max effort of 315 pounds. Come on! So obviously that is going to change my percentage because now it is 15 pounds more than my previous max effort. So we're playing with some sweet numbers today. So 250 pounds on the bar for sets of doubles, week 2. And let's just hit this first set and see how it moves. Feeling a little bit tired. I had this weird dream. I was back in high school and I was on stage like I was a comedian. Very strange dream. I don't know why it happened. But I also had to wake up a little bit earlier, have some stuff to do today. So I only got like 6 hours of sleep. So we'll see how this session goes. I expect front squats are going to move okay. Deadlifts might move a little okay. And then everything else was just kind of drag ass because, well, everything kind of gets more tired as you go through the session. But max effort days and dynamic effort days for lower have been going swimmingly well. Max efforts are moving as they should, as in like I'm getting 5-pound incremental PRs, I guess you could say. So I won't change much about my approach to training that way. It's not like my upper days where I keep failing. So we'll save that for another video. But for now, I think the only thing I changed was on max effort lower. Instead of doing sumo stiff leg deadlifts, I swapped them for deficit conventional pulls just to kind of target my low back a little bit more and just a smidgen of more hamstrings. But I'm just kind of taking out specificity of my sumo deadlift and just replacing it with conventional deadlifts to attack more low back and some hamstrings. But I could have just hit more glutes and hamstrings with sumo stiff leg deadlifts. But I was getting a little tired of them. But it's all whatever. And I can just kind of build up from there. See if I can hit like 3 plates for sets of 5 on that. But I'll save that for a max effort lower day when I record that. But for now, let's hit 250 pounds on front squats for 2. Woo! That moved okay, I guess. It'll probably be about like halfway through my sets that, as usual, I'll get a little more acclimated to the weight and it'll start moving a little bit better. But for now, I am going to rest. So I'll catch you guys for the next set. Woo! I am tired. And this is set like 4, I think. I've done a couple just to see how it moved. The previous set moved a lot better. So let's just continue the train and just fire out these next few sets. Yeah, caffeine, please kick in a little bit quicker so I can survive this session. Woo! That moved pretty good. I'm in the middle of my belt. And if you don't know what that means, I'm in between sizes where one hole is slightly too loose. And if I go up one hole, it's slightly too tight. So now my bracing is all mangled. This cut is going swimmingly well. 4 weeks in already as of tomorrow and down approximately 4 pounds already. So slowly 1 pound a week, which is fine by me. Strength is climbing for the time being, especially when I hit max effort lower on Monday that just passed. Hit a 3-inch block pull, sumo, cheating, I know. I went from 475 to 5 plates. And those 5 plates, 495 pounds, moved really well. Was not expecting that. I think I could have hit like 500 pretty easily, or maybe 505, just to kind of chip it over that 500 mark. But yeah, strength is moving. Lower body exercises and workout training stuff is going really well, so I'm not changing anything really. So if it's not broke, why change it? But yeah, I'm gonna keep continuing on this train. I'm gonna breathe for a little bit and see if I can get my bracing proper, and then go from there. Catch you for the next set. So there are 2 things that I attribute to my front squat getting better and stronger over the long haul, mostly better technique and form-wise. And the first one is switching from like a bodybuilding style crossed arms rack position to an Olympic style front rack position. I just feel like every time I go for a max effort, I can feel my elbows drop down quicker versus an Olympic style where it kind of just sits on the shelf and my fingers just kind of hold it there, versus a bodybuilding style where I have to like push up against it and literally like almost literally try to choke myself out, versus an Olympic style of trying to choke myself out. It just feels different. And as I go up for my max effort, I can feel my bicep really start to struggle, because I'm holding this up pretty much with my biceps from a front rack position. And every time the next day or after, like next 2 days, my bicep is sore, and I haven't trained biceps, but it's always sore. So I feel like it's gonna like explode. So just switching from a bodybuilding style to front rack position helped a lot. And obviously that came in time with just kind of getting underneath the bar and getting used to that position, and also helping with doing mobility to help with that front rack position. So if you're not able to do that, stick with bodybuilding crossed arm style front rack position. But I would like most people to do the front rack Olympic style position. Just a little bit easier, keeps everything even. But yeah, it does take some getting used to, especially on the wrists and shoulders and all that positioning. And the second was, I just discovered this year, is holding my breath the entire time, bracing from unrack, squatting, and back to racking the weight. Keeps the brace nice and tight, and it feels like I can get a deeper breath in, because obviously the weight is not on my front rack position, versus if I unrack it, breathe out, and then take another deep breath in, I don't brace as hard. So those are the 2 factors I attribute to my front squat getting better. So yeah, let's do this next set. Okay, that moved a lot better. That's what I want. I'm gonna breathe and hit my last set for this section of the video, and I'll catch you then. Last and final set, 250 pounds on the bar, sets of doubles. Last set, let's make this count, finish strong, and then we move on to sumo deadlifts. Okay, that was the best set. I'm done here. The unrack was just flawless, and the squat could have been a little bit better, but I can't argue with a good unrack, because that sets the tone for the rest of the lift. So if I get my unrack feeling super light, I know for a fact I'll finish the lift strong. In this case, it was the last double, and I believe I smoked it. So gonna clean up, rest, and I'll catch you for deadlifts. Front squat's done. Thank goodness. Those doubles were, they felt a little slow, but that last set was beautiful. So I can't argue with that. Usually the last set is the best set. Steve Cook, my man, once again. Thank you for that ridiculous quote. Anyways, now that's done. Sumo deadlifts, sets of 1 at 365 pounds. Deadlifts have been moving steadily. Obviously, because I said that my max effort day on Monday went swimmingly well. So let's just keep the momentum going and hopefully hit around a 475 deadlift by the end of the year. That's 20 pounds more than I hit in May. So let's just kind of not jump the gun right to 5 plates. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Oh, okay. That felt pretty good. Felt my lat was gonna like explode there, but I just need to pull the slack out just a little bit harder, but don't stop pulling. I'm gonna rest for a little bit and catch you for the next set. So I've done a few sets already. Feels very awkward. This belt situation is slightly annoying because I can't figure it out if it's too tight or too loose because I'm in between the holes. Ha, that's what she said, whatever. I don't fucking know anymore. I'm just exhausted. So I went one hole tighter, pause, and the brace feels good. It's not as tight as I thought it would be. Pause again, I need to stop. And I don't know. We'll see how this set goes. I got a couple more left. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Oh, that was better. Brace was better. Hook grip felt better. Slack pulled nicely. Leg drive off, hips in. That was as smooth as I wanted it to be. So rest for a little bit and then fire out the rest of the sets. Deadlifts moving smoothly. Last and final set. Finish strong. Keep everything the same to the previous couple sets, not the first few sets. Belt situation, feeling pretty good, getting used to it. It's just such a weird situation and being in between two different sizes and you just can't pick one. I think the tighter works best for squats because my torso is already upright, and then a looser fit is better for deadlifts because I have to hunch over and then it just feels a little bit awkward. But in the past few years of me kind of like tightening my belt tighter to keep everything tighter, I feel like the tighter it is, the more I can brace into the belt a little bit harder, and it just helps with everything more explosively for the lift. But I'm gonna shut up now. Let's finish this last set and then move on to our accessories. Oh, that felt pretty good. The only issue I have is I did a hip pump versus of me just pulling the slack of the bar and just driving my hips into it. I'm starting to go back into my old ways of lifting, and that kind of like fucked up my lift in a way. Felt good. I need to like knock that off because I did that exact same hip pump in my top set on Monday for 495 on block pulls. And it's just something I'm trying not to do. I just want everything to be fluid versus pulling the slack and then pulling myself out of position and then hip pumping and then driving my hips into the bar, versus I could just kind of make it like pull slack and then hips into the bar. It sounds so ridiculous, but I promise you it makes sense in my brain. So for now, we got conventional stiff leg deadlifts, and I'll catch you for that. I'm actually really enjoying stiff leg deadlifts now that I see the progress with them. I used to hate them. I still kind of hate them. I just think it's just a pain in the ass, literally. So 240 on the bar, sets of 10, slowly building up weight over time, still trying to maintain between 8 and 10 reps. I feel like for me, if I go above 10 reps, my back just gets absolutely smoked. And then that leads to re-aggravating my pissed off low back. So let's not do that. Let's continue the train of these gains. God, I can't believe I just fucking said that. And try to get stronger, build up those hamstrings. And I think I would love to hopefully test my conventional in a little bit. But for now, we are worrying about sumo deadlifts and getting that stronger by the end of the year and hopefully hit 475 at least. So sets of 10, let's do this. 240. 8. I think I did 11 and I popped my pinky injuries. Lovely. Weight was pretty good, but those reps were just killing me. So I would like to hit 275 on working reps for conventional stiff leg deadlifts. That'd be a nice little goal, especially for barbell accessories. because I've never played with anything, even in this realm of like 225 for stiff leg deadlifts. So let's just keep the momentum going. So I'm gonna finish the rest of the sets. God, I'm like spinning all over the place. And I'll catch you for the next accessory. Stiff legs, done. Cable crunches, done. I don't know about the angle. I'm just playing around with angles for now and see how that goes. Cable crunches, that was interesting. My pinkies are pretty fucked up at the moment because I bite them and I need to stop. But I switched the rope to a straight bar. And since the rope, the ending, like whatever, the ends of the balls, I guess you can say, pushes against my pinkies and it really hurt. So I switched to the straight bar, and I guess that hit my core and my abs a little bit harder. Maybe because the range of motion was a lot longer because I went just for straight bar versus the rope. So maybe just increasing that range of motion helped a lot. But yeah, I think I'm gonna throw in the straight bar instead of the rope. So that was interesting. I could really feel my core engage, but that was a nice little switch up. But for now, we are going to do everyone's favorite, clients, coaches, and people that just lift in general. Bulgarian split squats with dumbbells. This time we up the weight to 35 pounds per side, and we're going to do 11 per side. So shout out to all my clients. I do my split squats as well. So yeah, I hate them as well. Let's do this thing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, holy shit. Those suck every time I do them. So the idea behind Bulgarian split squats, more for glute activation, build up the glutes, carry over to my stiff leg, to my stiff leg deadlifts, but to my deadlifts and squats, also with the core, quad activation, not core activation, even though core is involved when doing these. But yeah, I think this helped a lot with my squat and rebuilding it. So we're gonna continue with this. Like I said, I'm not gonna change much in my program, maybe some accessories here and there. But the main factor that I switched was sumo stiff leg deadlifts on the max effort day, like I said, and just decided to do deficit conventional pulls. So continue on this lower body training style, and then continue to push 4 plates on low bar squats and see if I can hit that in, well, before my 31st birthday. So by next April would be lovely. All right, I can do a couple more sets and then I'll catch you for the next accessory. All right, we made it. Last exercise of the session. Pendlay rows, sets of 9, and we're at 145 pounds. Really trying to build up my back. And if you don't follow me on the Instagram, maximum output _ just 1 _ training, that's the Instagram where I post some information. And you can kind of see how my back looks just for doing a lot of rows, deadlifts, and pull-ups. But we're just gonna keep the momentum going, really try to build up that back. So here we go, sets of 9, final exercise. Oh, that felt pretty good. Gonna finish the last of the sets and get the hell out of here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want some online coaching, there's some stuff in the description below or an inquiry, and we can set up a free 20-minute fitness consultation and then go from there. So then, I'll catch you guys next week for another training vlog. Peace.